What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy, Silly Sell, and we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. All right, gang, let me give a shout out to all my supporters, all my subscribers. Y'all keep on hitting that like video, man. Y'all keep on sharing the video. Let me give a shout out to my player partner, man, So Crazy TV, man. Y'all go tune in with my guy. All right, gang, today we got another banger, man. You know what I'm saying? And we about to get into a tribute video, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into a tribute video to a Westside legend, man. A Jacktown Hooper, man. None other than the late, great Justin Reed, man. And I just want to say to everybody that's tuning in, man, I do Juice City Legends because I'm proud to be from Jackson. So, to all the people that take time out their day and like the video, show love, man, I want to let y'all know I appreciate all y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? But to all the haters that take time out their day to get in the comment section and write negative reviews, I guess y'all want me to feel bad about me being from Jackson, man. And they only want me to speak about the negativity, and they love to mention how they moved from Jackson and do this and that. That's good for you, man. I'm glad y'all could move and do better for yourself, man. And to anybody that's from any city, that not just Jackson, if you feel like you need to do the move to get yourself together, man, do what you got to do, man. But in the same sense, you not gonna never make me feel bad about where I'm from. I'm born and raised in Jacktown. Jacktown made me. I moved from Jackson a time or two to make moves. I got plenty of partners, family members that left Jackson. But Jackson always gonna be home, man. You never gonna make me feel bad or feel ashamed about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep on dropping these videos to show love to the city, man, because ain't nobody doing it for Jackson, man. We're gonna keep on doing our thing, man. It's Juice City Legend, man. Let's get it. All right, gang. Today we're gonna get into the story of a real legend. Now, before I get into this story, I want to add that I don't know everything about Justin Reed. Justin Reed was probably 4 or 5 years older than me, so I didn't get to see him in his middle school years, but I definitely saw him in his high school years. So I don't claim to know everything. I might not have everything correct, but I'm gonna do my best to try to show love to a Westside legend in Justin Reed. But I want to say Justin Reed may have went to Hardy Middle School. I can't remember that, but I know for sure at Provine, Justin Reed became a legend. Now, it's a lot of hoopers that come out of the city of Jackson. Everybody know Lanier always had hoopers. Everybody know Merrill, Callaway. Basically, every school in the city had hoopers. But when it comes to Provine was more known for his football team. But when Justin Reed and his squad was doing their thing, they had one of the more dominant teams in JPS history. Now, everybody remember when Lanier and Provine played against each other in the big house. That was my middle school year. I saw it on TV. You had Darius Rice and Lanier, one of the highly ranked recruits throughout the nation. You had Justin Reed at Provine, another high recruit in the nation. Now, these boys went head to head. they went at it in that game. And if I'm correct, I do remember Provine winning one. I remember Lanier winning one. But if I'm incorrect, y'all let me know in the comments. But I know at Provine, Justin Reed was a superstar. And when Justin Reed was going to Provine, I was living in West Jackson, in Westgate Apartment. Justin Reed lived in Westgate Apartment. And my first time seeing Justin Reed was probably my first time seeing somebody at 6'8" tall. And Justin Reed did something that always had a lasting impact on me. Justin Reed came outside and played basketball with us when we were 8th graders, when we were nobody. And he made us feel good. He didn't act bougie, Hollywood, none of that. He came out there and played around with us. I remember checking Justin Reed. I remember him doing little crossovers or whatever, just having fun with us. It always had a lasting impact on me, on how to treat people. When you're around different people, somebody that may not be as popular as you are, and it just let me know that we are human. But Justin, needless to say, he had a successful career at Provine. One of the best to ever do it, to come out of Provine. One of the best that I ever seen in Provine history. If y'all know somebody else who y'all feel like was better, y'all let me know. But Justin, he ended up going to Ole Miss. And at Ole Miss, Justin would make history. Justin, along with two other teammates of his from Provine, would form a trio called the Provine Posse. And this team would be the first team from Ole Miss to reach into the Sweet 16. Justin Reed dominated in the tournament that year. Under the tutelage of 2001 Naismith Coach of the Year, Rod Barnes, Reed became an all-around player and a dominant force in the Southern Eastern Conference. An all-SEC selection in each of his 4 years at the University of Mississippi, Reed led the team both on the court and in the locker room. Justin's 4 years at Ole Miss made him a legend when it comes to the Southern Eastern Conference. This team is still talked about to this day. I want to say that Justin Reed's number is now retired at the University of Mississippi, and if it isn't, it needs to be. Following his successful career as a forward at the University of Mississippi, Reed was selected in the second round by the Boston Celtics in the 2004 NBA draft. Following one half season with little playing time, he was traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves on January 26, 2006. In a multiplayer deal, he enjoyed a successful 40 games with the Timberwolves, and at season end became a restricted free agent. Minnesota then rewarded him with a 3-year contract worth $4 million. On June 14, 2007, it was officially announced that Reed and teammate Mike James would be traded to the Houston Rockets for Juwan Howard. He was waived by the Rockets without having appeared in a single game for them. Now, here's one part of the story that I left out. And if we're going to talk about Justin Reed, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I'm about to say is in no kind of way to try to make Justin Reed look bad, but this is a part of his story, and I'm just going to let the news people tell it.
Tonight, a former NBA star has been arrested in Jackson. The former Ole Miss and Provine standout is facing major drug charges. It all started on McDowell Road near McFadden Road with a routine traffic stop over seatbelts. 16 WAPT's Darren Dito joins us now with details. Darren.
Stephanie, Justin Reed was used to being in the spotlight as an NBA star with the Boston Celtics, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Houston Rockets. But yesterday afternoon, he made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Jackson police pulled over Reed and his passenger Mario Joyner for a seatbelt violation. According to officers, Joyner jumped out of the car with a bag and ran for it. Now, cops caught him and discovered a big stash of marijuana and nearly 26 grand in cash inside the car.
It is a substantial amount of drugs and U.S. currency, and the case is ongoing, so we're going to see where it takes us from here as far as any additional arrests that may be forthcoming. Major drug arrests.
Both suspects were arrested and charged with possession of marijuana over a kilo with intent to distribute. They remain in jail tonight. By the way, Reed, the former Provine High and Ole Miss star, isn't playing in the NBA anymore, Stephanie.
And like I said, I didn't play that clip to try to make Justin look bad, but I just wanted to show that he was a human, and he was from Jackson, and he went through trials and tribulations. But I feel like the Justin Reed story is about redemption. It's about picking yourself up after you fall down. It's about moving forward. It's about striving for better. Because even after he went through that, a lot of people, of course, had things to say about him negative. A lot of people looked at that situation as a failure. But Justin Reed, even after he went through all that, he still reached back to his people. He still reached back to the youth to give back, to show love, to give back to the city of Jackson, the city that made him a star. And that's why we want to highlight that. We don't want to just talk about the negativity when it comes to a person, because we all have trials and tribulations. And Justin Reed was no other. And like I said, we just want to show love to Justin Reed, man, and highlight some of the good things he did.
Kids flocked to downtown Jackson today for the Justin Reed basketball camp. Champion Gym hosted this event. Reed is a Provine alum who led Ole Miss to their first Sweet 16 berth back in 2001 before eventually getting drafted by the Boston Celtics. He coached dozens of kids through the drills himself and told us he's happy to give back in his hometown.
This is where it started for me, so it was more than right to come back here and start with these kids and help them out. When I was young, it was big for me because it kept me out of a lot of trouble. So with me, my life experiences now, I'm back here in Jackson living, raising my kids and coming to the gym, giving other kids opportunities to do something positive and stay out of trouble.
Organizers say they had more than 50 kids come through and take part in these drills at the basketball academy today.
Unfortunately, at the young age of 35 years old, Justin Reed died from a form of cancer. Justin Reed will always be remembered as a Westside legend. The things he did at Provine High School, Ole Miss, being from West Jackson, reaching to the NBA is always going to be inspirational from someone coming from a small town like Jackson, Mississippi. You see, Justin Reed wasn't perfect, but he was a star in our eyes. And you may not be able to play basketball like Justin Reed, but with hard work and dedication, and if you dream big enough, you can reach it to your highest pinnacle. For this time, I just want to say rest in peace to Justin Reed, to his family and loved ones, We still praying for y'all. Shout out to everybody that went to Provine. Shout out to West Jackson. Shout out to Ole Miss. Shout out to the Boston Celtics for drafting somebody from the city. And man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just getting started, man. We doing this for the city, man. We gotta represent for our legends. We gotta represent for our stars, man. That's the reason I'm doing this, man. I ain't getting no money out of this. I just want to keep the legacy going of stars from Jackson, like a Justin Reed and many, many others. So, once again, rest in peace to that boy Jay Reed, man. You a legend, man. You gonna be definitely missed. With that being said, it's your boy Silly Cell with Juice City Legends. We check it out. Peace.
At Provine High School, and his former teammates say he was always determined to win.
2, 3.
A Wednesday night balloon release to remember former Provine High basketball star Justin Reed.
He was just an amazing young kid. And, you know, it's just so sad he's gone because I love that kid.
You're glad that he's not in pain anymore, but at the same time, you still miss him because you don't have that genuine smile that you can count on.
We really basically grew up together. And when he was a child, he had big dreams to be a basketball player.
Before the NBA and the University of Mississippi, number 23 was a star on the basketball court at Provine. That's where Reed's former teammates gathered to pay tribute to a man friends say always wanted to win.
As soon as he walked in the door from day one, he was one of the most competitive guys that came into the gym.
And make us go out and work hard and beat the next man out there on that floor.
Marcus Meyer said Reed was so driven, he came in as a freshman player dreaming of winning a state championship.
And he came in with that attitude of working hard, non-stop running, non-stop hustling, and he said he was going to win that championship. And in his second year, we won a state championship.
He never knew he would be a great player in the NBA. He never knew how long it would last, but he just had the character to just work hard every day.
Reed spent 3 years in the NBA playing for the Celtics and the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was just 35 years old when he passed away last week from a rare form of cancer.